Alright, hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today I have a package from Ringside Collectibles. It's actually the first thing I've ever ordered off there. I thought I'd just give it a go, because I live in the UK, so you know, you gotta risk customs to get this kind of stuff, but I thought it's worth a try, because obviously if we don't get hit, then we can look at getting more stuff in the future, and that gives us access to a lot more figures. And this guy we needed desperately really for our Fed, so yeah, it's nice to have him. We didn't get hit by customs, so that's nice. It means this figure came out at about 20 quid, which is really good. Although, to be fair, if you order this guy in the UK, it still would have cost more than if I'd been hit by the customs. Did somebody say price scalping? Camera's a little bit too far zoomed in. I'm stuck with using my camera again rather than my phone, so it might not focus in as well because my phone's actually a better camera. But I did break my tripod in the tugboat opening video, so yeah. Anyway, right, so we've got the insert on bright pink paper of a load of cool dudes we can get, although we probably won't. We're probably going to be restricted to getting mid-range figures that we can't get in the UK, so like the one I bought today. Otherwise it's just not going to be worth bothering, but yeah. So we'll get this guy out now. Oh my god, I'm so happy to finally have this guy. This is the Retrofest Iron Sheik figure. Looks really cool. The box actually doesn't look as cool in real life as I thought it might, which is probably okay because we are imminently about to open this. Unfortunately, we need a Sheiky for our Fed. Too much to leave him in here. So we're going to have to bust him open right now, because let's face it, this would have been a terrible mail opening video, so let's make an NWOpening instead. I hope the quality of this is good, because I'd like this to be a really good quality video. You know, I was so happy when this guy got announced, until I found out he was Retrofest, and then I thought, well, I guess there's a chance I can still pick him up. Luckily, he is cheap on Ringside, so it was literally only £20, I think, like literally about £20, 80 or something, because we didn't get hit by the customs, so that's delightful, you know? It's lovely when things work out. Iron Sheik is one of the general managers in my Fed, so you know, I really needed him. And I've had to put off his first match, but yeah, now we can just get straight in as soon as we finish this video. So yeah, so pop the top open and we're going to slide him out. If we can. Okay, so I had a little bit of an issue getting into the box there, but here we go, we got there in the end. I will admit these are a little bit of a nightmare to get out, and truth be told, I had to watch a video on it. So here he is. The actual packaging he's in is actually another box, like the bit he's in is actually inside another bit of the box. I was kind of hoping not only to keep this box intact, but that it would be possible to put this guy back in and just store him in there, but nope. So essentially, I'll drag the camera out to show how to open this crap. You have to open both of these tabs, the side tabs that hold the figure in, and the bottom tab, and of course the top tabs, to get the whole thing out and pull this out. And then we've got more cutting to do to get him out of there. So yeah, it's easy to say these boxes are fun, but they're not easy to get into. But there we go. So we've popped him open. We've got that backdrop. We'll just peel this flap off for now. Oh great, that's ripped. Okay, so we got the backdrop there. It's got a kind of retro 80s 8-bit game design vibe to it. And there he is, in the bubble. So we're going to get this guy out now. Again, we have some more hurdles to jump through now. He's tied in. So we'll cut those leg ties off. Good thing the camera's so far zoomed in, because I did just nearly cut off my finger with the scissors by not paying attention. Okay, so we're going to pop this guy out very, very carefully. Hope all the joints are fine. We're going to pray to the joint gods that his joints are fine. And then we're going to do a little review on him. Okay, so here we go. Here we have the legend Iron Sheik. Now, while I was popping him out the bubble, I couldn't help but notice that the headdress gives him a lot of extra friction in the bubble, so be very careful with that. You don't want to damage that head joint. First things first, it actually comes with quite a few accessories now we think about it. First things first, let's remove some accessories from him. Take a look at this headdress. As you can see, he's nice and bald under there. Pretty standard Mattel headdress, really. Not really much to say about this. Then he's got this lovely white and gold robe, which is going to make him a nightmare to display because this is just going to get really dusty. Oh, he's flashing you. Then he's got the red trunks on the inside. I'm not really sure how I feel about these, to be honest. I think I probably prefer this figure to the blue one with the trunks, but it's not my favourite Sheiky figure. But that really doesn't matter, you know. I mean, it is a Sheiky figure, and it is a Sheik figure. We need him. I'm going to put this robe in a camel clutch in a second if I can't get it the fuck off. So yeah, his head is a bit loose. His head's quite loose. He's actually skinnier than I thought he would be, especially in the arms. It looks like his legs are really long. His legs are really long, and then his body's like, his torso is like really short. So the head's quite loose, which is a bit of a shame. That shoulder's nice and stiff, wrist is good, the elbow's good, and that arm is good. That shoulder's actually also good. I don't know which one is the more loose out of the two. Ab joint's good, waist joint's good. Now these leg joints are kind of what I call exposed leg joints, where you can see the ball at the top. I don't know whether it's just the way I don't know whether it's just perspective, but I feel like if you've got nothing here, your leg joints wear out a lot quicker. Like for example, even this Kurt Angle here, where all he's got on these joints is like painted on. I feel like his leg joints are going to hold up a lot better than these ones. Maybe it's just perspective, maybe I'm just making it up, but yeah, so that is a worry. Right, so we'll do the first leg pop out. Nice action on these, to be fair. The boots are really nice. You can see there's the camel on the side, or you could if the camera would focus in. You can see the camel on the side, the nice colourful rose on the sock, I guess. Got the curly tips, obviously. Then the opposite boot, and then on the opposite side it's red. Then the opposite boot is the opposite. He's got the sword on the inside of the boots. No, I've just realised they aren't the opposite. Both are red on the inside, and both are blue on the outside, but it's just the red goes over the laces on this side and not on this side. I wonder if that's on purpose, because as you can see, the bottom of the shoe is the same, but the laces are red here and it's blue there, like the back of the laces. Bit weird. I'm worrying about this guy's legs a lot, because I'm feeling like he's going to be hard to balance due to how long they are, and they're quite thin as well, and obviously, as I say, he's got those joints. That might make him a little bit hard to pose. He looks really odd with his headscarf off. I don't think I've ever seen him with his headscarf off. But what I have noticed is that I don't know how well this is going to focus in. No, it's not focusing, is it? You might be able to make it out a little bit there. Like here, you can see like the crooks and contours of his head, which is remarkable detailing. Really, he's not just got a generic bald head, which is very cool. So maybe we'll soon get to a point of where figures have like foreheads with like the scars all over it from blading and shit. So we've had a good look there. So now we're going to put the accessories back on him. I'll suplex him, put him in the camel clutch, break it back. Jabroni robe. Okay, that's that back on. We'll put his headdress back on. And of course, we'll now put the Persian clubs in his hands. Now these are interesting accessories. I don't know if they're meant to be Persian clubs or Iranian clubs. I don't know if there's a difference between that. When I googled it, it popped up as Iranian clubs instead of Persian clubs, but everyone seems to call them Persian clubs in opening videos of this guy, so I don't know. But basically these are like, they're sort of like weights. They're kind of like fancy weights. You swing them around your head and stuff. They're a very unique accessory to come with Sheiky. I'm sure there are kids out there that'll have these and use them as weapons, but in fairness, you don't really have much choice nowadays. I mean, I can't imagine what it must be like for a kid to be trying to build up a collection of weapons in the Mattel age, because you just don't get them anymore. Like when it was like Jakks, you got a weapon with every figure you bought, more or less, or at least an accessory, and you just built up a collection of them eventually. Right. Well, I'm worried about damaging this guy's wrists trying to put these in his hands right now, so I think I'm just going to not bother. But basically, yeah, there's some pretty cool little accessories. So to review, I think this is a really cool figure. I really do. It's got a different Iron Sheik head scan, which is nice. The red, I'm not massively sure on, but it's, you know, it's not a bad colour at all. What might have been nice is an elite version of the basic he had, which I will bring out now. It might have been cool if they'd made an elite version of this basic, where he's got the orange trunks, as you can see. This one has the old head scan, which was used on every Sheik figure until this one. I did sort of want to show this guy off as well in the video, because obviously he's got the belt, so I think this is a really cool figure to sort of have. In the early days of reviving my Fed, I did buy this in the case that I needed to use an Iron Sheik basic for this match. That's not been the case. I was also interested in getting this belt because it does look quite nice, but to be honest, I'm probably just going to leave him in there forever now, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's ironic that this guy's probably since I revived my Fed, he's probably the shortest lived figure going from box to being opened, and he was in the best box. It's kind of ironic, and the box was horrible to open. Anyway, back to the figure review. It's got a nice new head scan. The red is interesting, and I like the detailing down here on his legs and on his boots. The robe is beautiful. That's really nice. The Persian clubs are a really cool addition, and the headdress is obviously quite cool, and the markings on his head I'm blown away by. They're really good. Obviously his joints are in pretty good condition, but I am worried about these incredibly long, incredibly skinny legs. I guess the Sheik is sort of proportioned that way though. I would say his legs are probably a bit thicker than this, but you know, we'll just have to see how it goes really. Yeah, that's more or less everything. Got the camel there on his trunks as well, obviously. So that's our review. Basically, I think this is a really, really nice figure. I don't think it's better than the Mattel Legends Series 2, but I do think it's better than the other one where he's got just the blue trunks, which is a bit boring. The Mattel Series 2 is a beautiful figure though. I would absolutely love to own one of those one day. Anyway, so finally, as I always do in these NWO openings, I'm going to talk about his role in my Fed. So he is, through association of being friends with Nikolai Volkov, he is in the Russian regime that's running the Fed at the moment. And Vladimir Kozlov put this guy in charge of the Legends brand. Psycho Sid is the current Legends champion, and Sheik has took a little bit of a disliking to him. So what we're going to do now is we're going to animate the WrestleFest match between the two, in which Sheik is going to try and take the title off him because they don't want him to be the champion. That's basically all there is to it. Sheik is going to be very important. I really needed to get this figure. Very glad to have it. Very nice figure. Very glad I didn't get hit by customs in getting it. Really hope this video's turned out alright. Thank you for watching this NW opening, and goodbye.